Hi, my name is Juan and welcome to Game News, and on today's video we're gonna talk about new character Teased for The Last of Us Season 2, players criticizing Sorcerer's class for making Diablo 4 too easy, the future of Apex Legends and Respawn's 15-year plan, and Zack Snyder making a new game. This and way more in this video, so without further ado, let's go straight to the news. New character teased by Neil Druckmann for The Last of Us Season 2. So guys, let's talk about The Last of Us Season 2 and the exciting news shared by Neil Druckmann. So fans of the series are already eagerly anticipating the arrival of Season 2, and while we have to wait a little bit longer for that, Druckmann's post has given us something to look forward to. So let's dive in and discuss what this means for the upcoming season. So, it's been a week since The Last of Us Season 1 finale aired, and it seems that fans are already feeling the withdrawal symptoms. However, Neil Druckmann, the director of the series, has something to share with the fans to help ease their pain. So, he took to social media on Sunday and shared an image teasing the arrival of a new character in Season 2. Druckmann's post confirmed that the second season is already on its way, which is a great news for fans who can't get enough of the series. Guys, the image shared by Druckmann shows a woman's arm holding a hammer with noticeable scars that belong to Abby Anderson, a crucial character in The Last of Us Part 2. For those who don't know, Abby is the main antagonist and secondary protagonist of the game. Her introduction in the upcoming season suggests that the show will stay true to the source material and follow the events of the game. So guys, we all know that The Last of Us is one of PlayStation's most popular franchise, and the live-action adaptation has been received positively by fans and viewers alike. So the series has broken several viewer records on HBO, which is a testament to its success. Fans of the game are eagerly anticipating to the arrival of Season 2, and Druckmann's post has only increased their excitement. So this is, for me, is not a surprise because the series has been actually quite faithful to the video game story. So the only episode that is completely different from the game is the Billy and Frank episode, and that's actually one of my favorite episodes. So that says a lot because the episode is actually really good. And so Abby arrived on Season 2 is actually not a surprise because she's in the game, so she's probably going to be in the series. And so this is why this is not a surprise for me, but I'm actually quite excited to see what they're going to do with Abby. Who is going to play Abby? That's a good one too. We don't know that yet, so I'm actually expecting, and I'm super hyped for Season 2. Diablo 4 players criticizing Sorcerer class for making the game too easy. So guys, for those who don't know, Diablo 4 is an action role-playing game developed and published by Blizzard Entertainment. The game features a dark and gothic aesthetic and is known for its challenging gameplay. So, the first early access beta weekend gave players the chance to play as one of the 3 available classes: Barbarian, Rogue, and Sorcerer. So, while the Barbarian and Rogue class provide a good mix of challenging and fun combat, the Sorcerer class received criticism from players for making the game too easy. So players found that the Sorcerer's magic abilities allowed them to stay back and avoid most boss mechanics, resulting in a more trivialized gameplay experience. So guys, this balance between difficulty and accessibility is a challenge that many game developers face. Some players enjoy overcome tough challenges, while others prefer, a more casual experience. Games like Dark Souls and Destiny 2 attempt to strike a balance between being too hard and too easy, but finding the right balance can be super difficult. So the Diablo 4 community has expressed their concerns about the Sorcerer class on the game's subreddit. While it's important to know that the players only experience a small portion of the overall game with Act 1 and level cap of 25, many players agree that the Sorcerer class is the game's easy mode. It is possible that this narrative may change once players have access to the full game and encounter harder difficulties or endgame bosses with magic resistance. So the open beta will add 2 additional magic and power classes, the Necromancer and Druid, which may also change the community's opinion on magic classes. However, this isn't the first time that a game has faced criticism for an easy class. If you remember, Elden Ring faced criticism for the Astrologer class, which also relies heavily on magic abilities. So, it's important for a game developer to find a balance between difficulty and accessibility to provide an enjoyable experience for all players. But this is actually way easier said than done because, like in Diablo 4, you have tons of of players and they all play in different ways, so that's gonna be really hard for them to pull this off. But let me say this, if you're playing with a magic class and you're staying far away, you're playing the class in the correct way, because I didn't play the beta yet, so I'm just saying this like in general mage player behave, let's put it like that. So when you're playing a mage, you don't want to stay in the middle of the fight. I mean, that's kind of dumb, because usually mages have low HP, so you usually stay behind and you use your magic powers. So that's the right way, at least for me, to play a mage character. If someone is doing that, I think that he's playing the class in the correct way. Of course that the game has to, give you a little bit of challenge, otherwise it will be boring. So the game could spawn characters behind you, make big waves of enemies, make you move, so you just don't stay still and use your powers. So the game has to find ways to make playing with the class fun and a little bit harder. So that's actually my opinion about it. I didn't play the beta yet, I didn't have the chance to play it, so let me know in the comments what do you think about all this. If you did play with Sorcerers, what do you think about the class? The future of Apex Legends and Respawn's 15-year plan. Respawn wants the game to stay alive for up to 15 years. That's a lofty goal, but Respawn seems determined to make it happen. So let's dive deep into what this means for the game, how Respawn plans to achieve this, and what the future of Apex Legends might look like. So come with me, my friend. So guys, Respawn, the developers behind Apex Legends, has set its sights high for the game's future. They want it to last for up to 15 years, making it one of the longest running live servers in the game industry. So this is an ambitious goal, especially given the challenge to keep players engaged over such a long period of time. But to achieve this, Respawn is taking a different approach to ongoing development. They want to avoid burnout the team and instead focus on long-term sustainability. This means pacing content releases, ensuring team health, and avoiding crunch. So the company has already opened its third studio for Apex Legends development, but it's not just for ramping up production, it's about making sure that the game can last for years to come. So guys, of course, even with Respawn's best effort, there is no guarantee that Apex Legends will be the same game in 15 years. We have already seen other live servers OPT for soft sequels, introduce some major changes and improvements to the game all at once. So it is possible that Respawn might do something similar, especially with the opening of a new studio. But for now, they are focused on the game's current iteration. So this is actually really nice to hear, and when a studio like Respawn decides to open a new studio, not only for ramping up production, but actually to split the work between more people so they can avoid burnout, is actually amazing, because it seems that they really care about the mental health of the developers that work on Respawn. So that's actually really nice, because if you're treating a developer right, if you're paying it a fair salary, he's gonna be happy, and this is what is going to happen. He's gonna be happy with his work, he's gonna put more love and care into the game, improving the quality of your game and giving more chance your game to stay alive for a long period of time. So that's the right path to make your game last longer. Of course that there is way more things that can make your game last for a long period of time, but treating your developers in the right way is a good start. So Respawn is actually in a good way to make Apex Legends last for a really time. So let's hope that they achieve what they want, so we as players, we can look forward to a game that's constantly evolving and improving over time. Let's just keep hoping that Respawn keeps doing an amazing job with Apex Legends, because I'm not like the hardcore player. I don't play the game every day, but I do watch some streams here and there, so I do know that the game is actually really good and the game has a really big fan base. Of course, it is a competitive game, so of course you will have some complaints here and there towards balancing the game, so that's actually normal. But overall, I do think that Respawn is actually doing a really good job with Apex Legends, and the numbers show. So let's keep they keep doing this good work, and they fulfill all these plans they want to achieve. Zack Snyder is making a game. If you haven't heard of Rebel Moon, that's because it doesn't exist yet. However, that's all about to change, as Zack Snyder has confirmed that there will be an RPG set in the Rebel Moon universe. So let's explore everything we know so far about Rebel Moon RPG, from its connection to the upcoming Netflix movie to its potential platforms and storyline. So guys, Zack Snyder's latest project, Rebel Moon, has been creating a lot of buzz lately, and it's for a good reason. This epic space adventure is set to hit Netflix in December, but that's not all. Snyder has also confirmed that there will be an accompanying video game set in the same universe as the movie. So here's everything we know so far about the Rebel Moon RPG. First of all, let's talk about Rebel Moon. So guys, originally pitched as a Star Wars movie, Rebel Moon is described as a space epic with a samurai twist. The movie follows a group of rebels who must fight against the evil empire to save their home planet, but we don't know much about the movie yet. Now let's talk about the game. While we don't know much about Rebel Moon RPG either, Zack Snyder has hinted that the game will be on a ridiculous scale. So guys, in the interview with the Nerd Queens, Snyder described his excitement for the project and his desire to incorporate everything in his Rebel Moon universe. This suggests that the game may focus on different characters and storylines than the movie, but will still be set in the same universe. So what platforms can we expect the Rebel Moon RPG to be available on? So while we don't have any official confirmation yet, the most likely assumption is that it will be a mobile game. I know, you don't play mobile games. It is sad. I know. Wait, okay? Just wait. Netflix has its own library of games available through the mobile app, and the streaming service is currently working on a AAA live service PC game. However, given Snyder comments about the game's scales, there's also the possibility that it will be available on other platforms. As for the game's development, we don't know much yet. There is no word on who is developing the project, although there is a chance it might be developed in-house by Netflix. We also don't know when the game will be released, but it's unlikely to be released before the movie arrives on Netflix in December. While we don't know nothing about the game yet, I am actually curious to see what this epic space adventure has in store for us, especially coming from Zack Snyder. I have some really strong opinions about Zack, but I'm not gonna put them out here. Maybe I will do a video about it, because I am a huge fan of DC Universe, as Zack did a lot of stuff with the DCU, so maybe I will do a video about it. Steam could be adding note-taking for Steam gamers. Steam has been a huge part of the PC gaming world for almost 2 decades now, and it continues to be a leader in the industry with frequent updates and new features. So let's explore a little bit of the history of Steam, its importance to PC gaming, and the possible addition of gaming notes. So if you are a PC gamer, you're probably familiar with Valve's Steam platform. It's been around since 2003, and it has been a game changer for the industry. Steam was initially created to make it easier for Valves to update their own games, but it quickly became the go-to platform for PC gamers. One of the reasons for Steam's success is its frequent sales event, where players can download all kinds of games at reduced prices. And in addition to discount games, Steam is constantly being updated with new features and tweaks. Recently, there has been speculations that Valve might be adding a new feature to the platform, and this new feature is game notes. So Twitter user Pavel, who runs SteamDB, a third-party website that tracks all things related to Valve servers, posted screenshots of a possible game note system in development. While it is not confirmed, it is excited to think about the possibilities. So imagine being able to take notes during your gaming section. I mean, that would be really nice, especially for us that have bad memories. I mean, it's not just a useful tool for reviewers, but actually for normal gamers, but actually especially for reviewers that have to, remember a lot of stuff that happened in the game. So having the possibility to, to go back to the game and have everything that you did write down there is actually really cool. So that's actually, I would love to see this feature in Steam. But remember, we don't have any sort of confirmation, so this is just a rumor, this is just speculation. So guys, this is all for me for now. Thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and of course, peace.